Question 44. 5 gram of bleaching powder was suspended in water and volume made up to half a liter. 20 milliliter of this suspension when acidified with acetic acid and treated with excess of potassium iodide solution, liberated iodine, which required 20 milliliter of a N by 10 hypo solution for titration. Calculate the percentage of available chlorine in bleaching powder. The equivalent of available chlorine in bleaching powder is equal to equivalent of iodine, which is liberated, which is equal to equivalence of hypo solution. Therefore, equivalent of chlorine is equal to equivalent of hypo solution, and equivalent of hypo solution will be equal to normality of hypo solution, that is 1 by 10, into volume of hypo solution in liters, that is 20 divided by 1000 liters, and this is equal to 0.002 equivalents. Now this is the equivalent of chlorine present in 20 milliliter of the suspension. Therefore 20 milliliter of bleaching powder suspension contains 0.002 equivalents of chlorine, and 500 milliliters of bleaching powder suspension will contain 0.002 divided by 20 into 500 equivalents of chlorine. From this, weight of chlorine will be equal to equivalents of chlorine, that is 0.002 divided by 20 into 500 into equivalent weight of chlorine, that is 35.5. And from this, percentage of chlorine will be equal to weight of chlorine, that is 0.002 divided by 20 into 500 into 35.5 divided by weight of bleaching powder, that is 5 gram, into 100. Solving this, the percentage of chlorine is 35.5%.